Hello everyone, it's Kari, and I'm back with my second installment of gift card sets. This time, it's a masculine set of cards for him, and I also put together a gift card box, which I showed you how to make in the feminine version of these gift card sets. So if you haven't checked that out, I'll link that below. I usually start making my gift card sets by choosing some papers, inking some backgrounds, and that's what I did for this one. I'm starting this first card with the Altenew Layered Snowflake Stars Cover Die A, and you can see that you can either make a star or you can make a cube when you choose different portions of this cover die. So I am just going to glue this on, and I've decided to make some glitter star snowflakes for this card. For this entire set of cards, I have chosen navy blue, greens, and grays. So I cut this cover die out with gray. And now I am going to add a little bit of sparkle using some gold shimmer watercolors. So I'm just going to place some of that watercolor here on my acrylic block, and then I will take my paintbrush and I will flick it right onto that background. Now this is so easy to do, but I did give it a little bit of time to dry before I moved on to this next part. Now I'm going to decide where I'm going to create the snowflakes with the glitter paper. Now these pieces here, the little diamonds that I'm putting in that are glittery, I use these when I cut out a cover die for the feminine card set, and I just saved all those glitter pieces to recycle and use on my next project. Nothing goes to waste here. I like reusing papers. I like reusing every bit of resource that I have, and so that's what these are from. I'm just going to choose all the spots where I'm going to create those glitter snowflake stars, and that's what I decided to do. Now I am cutting out the sentiment using the same inked background that I used on the very back background of this card, but I'm going to have it popped up onto some white fun foam so that it stands out just a little bit. And there you have our beautiful first card. For the second card, I am going to tape off a square using some purple tape. This is the 1/2 inch purple tape. And I'm just creating a small square here so that I can do some inking onto this background. I'm taking the Distress Oxides and some makeup brushes. This is the Shabby Shutters color so that I can create kind of a nighttime dusk scene. So I'll start with the Shabby Shutters, and then I'm going to move on to some of the blues. I'll add a lighter blue and a darker blue. This is the Salty Ocean, and then I'm going to add some chipped sapphire, and I will keep blending back and forth with these colors until I get the background that I'm looking for, and it'll be a nice smooth blend. So I usually go in with a really light touch and add just small bits of ink at a time, and I build it up and build it up until I get the look that I want. So here's the darker blue, and I'll just keep building this until it is just right. And here's my favorite part, the reveal, pulling off that purple tape to see just how beautiful that background turned out. Now I'm going to use this Believe set from Altenew to stamp out the word believe, and I masked off the rest of the sentiment so that I would just get that word. And I stamped it using VersaFine Onyx Black ink, and then I heat set that with some clear embossing powder so that I wouldn't smear that ink. Now I'm going to select a sub-sentiment here from this Hug Me set, and you'll see that in just a bit. I white heat embossed it on a black strip of paper. And now I'm going to add some stars using this Glacier paste. This is the Quicksilver color, and I really love it. I'm going to create kind of a silvery spray of stars over this night sky to create kind of a magical look for this card. I'll just tape that on the back using some purple tape, and then I'm going to use my media spatula to distribute that Glacier paste evenly. Now this paste is really neat. It has mica flakes in it, so it's not glittery. It's more of a pearl mica look, and when it dries smooth, so it actually kind of looks a little like foil. It's really, really beautiful. I usually kind of wipe off the edges so that there's no overhanging product there, and here is the sub-sentiment says, I love you and I'm here for you. For my third card, I'm using this Grateful stamp set and die with the acorn, and I just really love this Grateful set. I have not used this acorn before, and I thought it was perfect since Thanksgiving is coming up here in the United States. So I'm going to be reusing some of the paper that I used from my feminine card set. As I said, I don't like to waste anything in this craft studio. So I'm going to be using both of the corners here to stamp out my acorns. For the first color, I'm using Rusty Hinge, and I'll go over that with Vintage Photo, but I'm creating a whole variety of acorns in all different colors, at least in the colors that I chose for these masculine cards. I decided I needed to put some paper underneath before I stamped that second layer because I didn't want the Rusty Hinge to stamp onto my foam for my Misty there. So you can see I'm protecting that with this paper. So there's the second layer, and there are all my acorns in all my colors, greens and blues and grays, all my colors. So I'm going to pop a few of them up using some 3M foam tape, and the rest of them I am just going to glue straight down using some liquid adhesive here. This is my favorite liquid adhesive, the Nouveau Deluxe adhesive. And I'll just glue the rest of those down onto that paper strip. This paper that I'm using, looks like it's a bunch of birch trees on this paper, and it is an Altenew paper set. And I'll have that also listed below if you're interested. It's just such a beautiful paper set. So now that I have all of those glued down, I will glue down the entire strip of paper to my background. And here is where I have some frames that I made with some rectangle dies, just using a couple at a time to create these frames with that same glitter paper. It creates kind of a neat look for this sentiment. It's going to say grateful for you. I popped up the grateful with some foam tape, and then this I'll glue straight down with some liquid adhesive. And then to frame the whole thing up, I cut a navy blue frame from one of my other backgrounds to put right onto this one. And I wanted it to fit right underneath those acorns. So I popped that up so I could just kind of nestle that right underneath. And then I will move over that top navy blue acorn to also go over the frame. And that just frames up the entire card and gives it more of a striking look. So there is our other card. I'm going to go back to this Believe card now just to finish it off. I wanted the glacier paste to dry first before I put that all together, and it is completely dry now. It didn't take long, and so now I'll just attach that to a black matte paper for some added drama there, and then I'll attach the entire thing to a top folding card base using the same liquid adhesive. And that is all there is to it for this card. I love those stars. I did use the small stars on this one, but the larger stars are really beautiful as well. And there you go. So moving on to our next card. I don't know if I mentioned it, but I'm making 6 cards for this card set. I'm going to use the layered Snowflake star cover die B for this one, and I cut it out with some gray paper. And I'm going to use this as a stencil. So it's great to use your cover dies in many different ways. You can use it as a stencil as well. And look at those beautiful triangles that I'm creating on this inked background. I'm using a variety of colors just to give it some more depth. So there we have our background now ready to go. And I'm going to save that cover die for a different card. So I'll set that aside. I have chosen a stamp set from this Crafty Life stamp set. And I've already colored and cut out this beautiful gray fox. I colored him gray because that's one of my colors. And I'm just going to add some highlights and some polka dots to his scarf with a white gel pen. And this sentiment says, I love you more than stamps. And that's a lot. For this one, we'll have a gray frame to match that fox. And it just needed a little bit of shine and sparkle. So I found these star sequins, and I'll just add a sparkling of them all throughout with some liquid adhesive. The next card I'm going to use the Winter Cardinal set, but I'm only using the tree branch for this particular card. And I'll stamp that out with some brown ink using my Misty. And then I wanted to use my Milky masking pen. I've had this for a really long time and I could not get it to work. So I guess that I've had it for way too long a time, longer than I realized, and it had completely dried out. So instead, I cut a mask using some masking paper, and I am going to painstakingly cut this out, fussy cut this. But I got smart because I realized I was going to create that circle of a moon. And so I didn't have to cut out all the branches, just up to about that point. So that made it a lot easier. So I put the masking paper on, and then I added my circle masking paper as well. And now I'm going to use some varieties of blues and also some darker inks to ink up this background. I'm going to start first with the lightest color of ink. I will ink this on all the way up to the moon, and the rest of it I won't go quite as far to the moon. So this will represent our lightest color that'll be around the moon and kind of create a glow. It gives it such a pretty look. And now I'll go in with the darker blue color. This is the Blueprint Sketch, and I'll keep building up that color until I get to the darkest. And then I'll go in with a little bit of black soot, and I'm going to go back and forth between all these colors until I get a nice dark evening sky. I blended back and forth between those colors until I got this dark sky, and I was happy with that. And I got a really nice blend after I worked it just a little bit. Before I remove those masks, I will add some more gold sparkle with this gold watercolor. I have also spritzed it with water and dabbed that off with a paper towel. So we're getting quite an interesting texture to this background sky and a little bit of magic with that gold. Now it's time to remove the masks and to see just what a beautiful night sky we have here with that glow around the moon. It's so pretty. I was going to go and paint a little bit of the moon with some of that gold, kind of give it a golden moon look, but I decided against it. I decided just to use some weathered wood and a small makeup brush here to add that darkness to the moon instead. This worked out really well. I just blended it on and kept adding color until I got kind of that man in the moon look. I'm just finishing up here, and I think it turned out pretty good. What do you think? Altenew has a beautiful moon stamp set that you could use instead if you don't want to create your own moon, but I didn't have that yet in my stash. I'm adding my favorite Stardust stickles to the top portion of the branches, so it looks kind of like ice crystals on the top, a little bit of snow. You can see that a little bit here. It is glittery and magical. And to finish off this card, I die cut this Hello word die twice, once with gold and once with black, and I layered that up and added it to the card here. So we have a beautiful evening moonlight walk with this card. For my last card, I'm going to use the Evergreen die Creative Edges die on this background that I inked up earlier. I'm just going to add some of the larger stars with the same colors as the background. So a little blue and a little bit of gray. Look at how pretty those stars look, and it's just kind of a subtle background. For this green background that I created earlier, I'm going to add some of this metallic spray from Altenew, and it's interesting because it is green, but as I put this on the oxides, when it dried into a silvery, beautiful kind of, look at that metallic look. So fun. So that's what I cut these trees out of. Now I'm going to layer up these trees together using some liquid adhesive, and I'll cut off the remainder of the trees on the bottom there so that we have lighter trees in the front, darker trees in the back to give it some depth. So I'll trim that off there, and you can see that I have this layered piece here that we used as a stencil before. I'm going to use that for the background here, and I was trying to decide if I liked the gray on the top or the blue on the top, and I decided I liked the blue on the top. So now I'll just layer all that up and adhere it down with some liquid adhesive. I decided the back of this sentiment that says always believe something wonderful is about to happen. I decided it needed a black frame, so I added that, and now I'll just attach that with some liquid adhesive as well We'll add it to a top folding card, and that will finish off our entire set of 6 cards of masculine cards, and there you have it. Let's take a look at all the cards that we made today. There's our tree card, our silver fox card, our believe with the stars with glacier paste, so pretty. The stars that we created with some glitter paper. Here's our hello moonlight walk card and the grateful for you card. All 6 of them ready to go. And now we'll just go ahead and put them in our card holder. I do stamp the back of them with my signature stamp, and then I'm going to add them all in. I've got envelopes in there already, so we'll just put those in there, and then I'm going to use the cardboard that's recycled from some packaging, and I'll tie this ribbon around. I have a really lot of this ribbon. I think it came tied up on a blanket that I got once. So I'm going to also be reusing this ribbon, but you know what? Doesn't it look beautiful? And I did iron it, so it doesn't have wrinkles anymore. So I'll tie that in a knot and just cut off the edges. I need some sharper scissors. I need some fabric scissors in my craft studio. I already created this tag from the Altenew Mistletoe, the Majestic Mistletoe set, and now I'll tie it on with some baker's twine. And there you have our masculine set of cards ready for gifting. And I think this came together quite nicely, and you can slide that right on and off to take a look at the cards. Here's our female version of the set that I created earlier, and don't these just look so festive and ready for gifting? So there is a look at our star cards. There's the fox card with the stars. Are you noticing a little bit of a trend here? There's our moon card. I hope you enjoyed these projects today. If you didn't get a chance to see the feminine version, I'll link it here for you. If you enjoyed this project, creating a set of gift cards, give me a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to my channel. I'll be back really soon with some more inspiration. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.